Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about moving house with a blind, half-deaf 17-year-old cat. I was honestly quite worried about moving Cinder into a new house because she's blind. I was worried that she'd really struggle. But you know what? It's been quite the opposite. It's been a pleasant surprise. Because in our old house, well, in my parents' house, she had a lot of difficulties like using the tray consistently. So I was very worried that she was just gonna ruin this house as well. Because like my dad was like, yeah, as soon as you move out, I'm ripping up those carpets. Because as soon as she went blind and we kept her inside, she was peeing on the carpets and stuff, and it was very difficult for us to get her to pee in her tray. It was like 50-50, quite honestly. I kind of believed that it was out of spite because she wanted to go outside. Even now, 3 years later, that she's still blind, she still wants to go outside, which is understandable. So I kind of thought it was like that. We tried everything. We took her to the vets, got a test to make sure it wasn't a UTI. We changed litters like, I don't know, 6 times, something like that. I got a second tray for her in case it was like she wanted one with no walls on it. We got pee pads. Those worked really well. She kind of was leaning towards them, and then we'd have the odd accident on the carpet, but still. We even changed like how we washed the trays and stuff, but like nothing worked. But apparently all she needed was to move house. So we're kind of thinking it was like once she peed, that was it. She thought that was the toilet. So because we've moved and everything is clean, no pee, she's been doing very, very well. I have still given her the pee pads just in case. But fingers crossed. But like as soon as we brought her here, we organised one room for her that she was going to be in. And she, had a wander, she found her tray, she found her food, water. She did so well. And I was so happy. And we've had like we've been here for a week and a bit now, and we've had 2 pees outside the tray, both on the pee pads. To be fair, I think one of them was because she just peed over the edge of one of her trays, but she has been doing so well. She consistently finds her water, food, litter and stuff, so at least we know her memory's okay, because she was able to find things. I was very worried, but there was just no chance I was leaving her behind. No chance. I just couldn't. Because I'm the one that's been doing everything for her since she's blind, basically. I've been the one that's been doing everything. And like, I have 3 nephews now, and she's not a fan of kids. She doesn't like loud noises, she doesn't like being poked, grabbed, and all that stuff. You have to know how to pet her. Like, even now, I'll pet her and she'll still, like, go to bite. She doesn't bite, but she, like, grabs me. I'm like, oh, she didn't like that. So, like, she's very, very picky on, like, how, when you can pet her. She just doesn't like kids. And the fact that I've got 3 nephews running around, she was not happy when they were over at my parents' house. She was freaking out, especially when they shriek and stuff. And it's just like, no. The house is way too busy with all the kids in the house, so I can't leave her behind. Not even that, I just couldn't. Like, I wanted to take care of her. She'll be 18 in April as well, so she's my baby. She's not really. My parents adopted her when I was like 8, so she is mum's cat, but I just wanted Cinder to have a nice, quiet, calm environment. She has been doing so well though. So surprisingly, it has been so easy moving with a blind, half-deaf elderly cat. I'm so shocked, but so happy that she's been doing so well. Oh yeah, we are kind of keeping her in the back bedroom where my setup is currently, just to help her and not overwhelm her, basically, because she struggled with her tray, I don't want her like getting lost if I give her too much freedom and then peeing in a corner somewhere because she's can't find the way back. So we're doing that. But say that me and my partner have gone to bed early one night and I know that she's peed, I'll let her wander upstairs. Because to be fair, there's 2 bedrooms and a hallway. We keep the bathroom door shut because she doesn't need to go in there. So, and then we kind of just let her wander for a bit because this bed is also like double, maybe even more, of the height of my old bed. So she can jump on this bed, but she's still a little bit trying to jump off of it because she doesn't really know the height. She's blind. So if she can comfortably get on and off this bed, that's when I'll be happy that she can wander freely. Because if she's like on this bed sleeping for a few hours and then she needs the toilet, I don't think she has a lot of time before she just needs to go. So if she can't get off this bed, she'll end up peeing on the bed, and that's not good. So slowly but surely. So when I know she's peed and she's going to be good for a few hours, she's allowed to wander and try and get up on and off this bed. And then once I'm happy that she's confident jumping off this bed, then she can wander more freely. But it's only been a week. It does take time. And I just don't want her hurting herself or something. So I want to be awake and here supervising her to make sure she doesn't hurt herself when like trying to get off the bed or something. There's plenty of room around the bed. So I know she's not going to bump into anything when she jumps off, which is really nice. I just need to make sure that she's going to safely do it. But I do think I won't let her free roam around the entire house if I'm not supervising her because she is a little bit wobbly. So I have like a fear of her stumbling down the stairs and I just don't want that. So she will stay upstairs unless, say, me and my partner have chosen to watch a movie or something. And I know she's peed, okay, she can chill with us downstairs. We'll probably like close the living room door and then I can bring water and food and stuff and then I know she's okay and she can chill with us, something like that. But I don't want her falling down the stairs because I would feel terrible because she's a little wobbly. So, but yeah, she's doing very well. I am pleasantly surprised because now she has a very calm and quiet environment, unless I'm gaming. But to be fair, she's used to that because like 90% of the time she was with me anyway in my old bedroom, like just sleeping passed out on my bed while I'm gaming, shouting at the monitor. So she's pretty used to that. Plus being half deaf probably benefits her now. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy. I think that's everything. It was a bit strange moving, especially on the day of moving, because I took her chair, because she loves to sleep on that chair, but that needed to go in the van, and we needed to get that van back before a certain time. So she was kind of like without that chair for a few hours, and she kept going to the corner trying to jump up, and I felt terrible. Like she was like constantly wandering around my room and stuff. My old room, probably wondering what was happening. So like my mum was staying with her while me and my dad were like back and forth. And then we brought her on the very last run when we had organised that room so it was safe for her. Because I wanted it as much of the layout as I could so that she could adjust to that and it be safe, basically. And it did not take her long to like find her food and keep eating and stuff like that, because obviously typically if she's really, really anxious, she won't eat. So like we've always tried to take treats with the vets when we go to the vets, because she hates the vets, but she refuses to eat even her favourite treats. So the fact that she was eating pretty quickly within hours of being here was very, very good. Honestly, it's probably like, because she hates going in a cat carrier, so she hated that. She hated being in the car, But then because she's blind, we didn't go to the vets. We came here, and then she was allowed out to wander. And then she was probably like, "What?" Because like her stuff was here, so her smell was here, her chair was here, her blankets were here. We took one of the wardrobes, so like that had the familiar smell. The only kind of texture difference for her was the fact that we've got hard floors in that room now, and that was because of Cinder peeing. So we just wanted to like do that because one pee on carpet and it's ruined. So she was probably like, "What the hell? Did we just like come back home and go in a different room or something?" So it probably benefited her because I do remember when, because I moved with my parents during college, and obviously we moved to Cinder, and she was very, very nervous there, but she was seeing. So she saw that she was in a completely different environment, and she was like, "What's going on?" And obviously we had to keep her in the house because we moved and we didn't want her going back to the other house. So that was a different experience because she was seeing. So I feel like she probably thinks we're still at home. We just changed the floor. That's kind of like what I'm thinking, because like my desk is there, my desk chair is there, like all our stuff is there. The only difference for her is the texture of the floor. So I feel like she probably thinks we've like just changed the flooring in the house and got rid of my bed. But she's happy, she's eating, she's drinking, she's going to the toilet, so I'm happy. But yeah, that was my experience with moving with an almost 18-year-old elderly cat who is blind and half deaf. So it was a pretty good experience. I'm very, very happy. But as always, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.